Thank you. Well, I guess I have to say thanks for coming down. And I got to say that we've never gotten such a warm welcome at the airport. Hold on a second, I'll take some questions. I just want to talk to you a minute. First of all, I want to thank, besides all you guys coming down at the Rock Shop, which is a store that apparently carries a lot of Marshall amps and stuff like that for me to make some noise through. And obviously, as you know, there's something about Kiss and Marshall that's very synonymous. I've been using a lot of their amps for many, many years, and especially the past 4 years, the 900 series, which is always very reliable for me. I've been using the same head for the past 4 years in my rack. It's never been serviced. It just sounds sweet. You'll hear it tomorrow night at the show if you're there, right? And I got a few others. I use a combo in the studio, a dual reverb, which happens to sound good through a cabinet. I mean, even the valve staple ones, which are cheaper. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure he's got the full line available for you guys, whoever's interested in Marshall. But all the Marshall gear works. It sounds great, and I'm always very happy with it. So it's easy for me to talk about stuff that I do believe in and I use and I enjoy. Even Paul's playing through a 900 Marshall. Okay. But it really is. I just want to get you to, you got to have that mindset that if I use, let's say, Eddie Van Halen's equipment, which happens to be one of Eddie's guitars here. I don't know. They're lending me to plug in a little bit. But I won't sound like Eddie, and you don't sound like anybody else except yourself on a guitar. I hand Gene my guitar, if he wants to show me a lick. And if he's plugged into my rig with my guitar, all of a sudden it just sounds like a completely different person. So what you're looking for in an amp is a certain amount of, obviously a type of sound and a reliability, that's going to work. And you got people who can service it if something happens. And generally, I've never had any problems with my heads, my Marshall heads. But just saying, it's really up to you as a player, whoever the musicians are here and guitarists that are into, doing this as a career or have aspirations of becoming a full-time musician, that you have the people who influence you, people that you like to listen to and inspire you to play music, whatever band and whatever guitarist that is. But really, you're gonna sound the way you sound, and that's what's unique about all of us. Just holding the pick is gonna make the guitar sound different, just the way you fret. So, kind of like, make sure that you're aware that you're not going to sound exactly like anybody just because you use their equipment. But and also you should you should kind of learn from the people that you like, make a vocabulary of what you dig. For myself, it was people like Jimmy Page and Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton and Jeff Beck, which actually were all really early Kiss's influences. They were totally, Gene and Paul, and especially Ace, totally into the British rock invasion. The whole Led Zeppelin. They used to, when I saw them at the Garden in like '78, the opening act was a Led Zeppelin on the, coming through the sound system. They would play one of the Led Zeppelin records. So we all have our influences, and it's just, obviously the biggest compliment is when someone says, "Oh, I listened to you, and you inspired me to play," and all that. But really, you'll notice none of those people sound exactly like who they were inspired to play like. I know Eddie Van Halen loves Eric Clapton from the Cream era, but he doesn't really sound anything like Eric Clapton at all. But we all have our influences. Hopefully sometimes you hear, and when I play, Bruce has been listening to Hendrix this week, or, just some sort of, there's always some sort of reference point for things that inspire you to play music. There's obviously not that much difference between this guitar and another guitar, and how many, the scales I'm talking about, and how many notes you have to choose, especially within rock and roll, which is real basic.
Character.
I like this head. I can just plug in and play, right? One thing about these series is if you want a lot of gain, I have my tech doing this in the back, for some solos. But they make another one, is it the XLS? Yeah, that's that one, SLX, right. That one's got a lot of gain, but sometimes you don't want to screw with something that's working right, so instead of me swapping it out for one of the new ones, I think it's got an extra preamp tube or something, yeah. But that one sounds great too. But it's really the same thing except more gain even. So I just have my tech just add a little gain on like the Tears Are Falling solo, so I get that kind of sustained note, whatever it is. Waking up everybody else in the hotel, right? Let me just tune this thing up. These are expensive, aren't they? Well, while I have a guitar in my hand, anybody have any interesting guitar technique type things, or wondering how I did something? Yeah.
Blues.
What was that?
Any blues?
Any blues? Okay. simple without the harmony and the chords moving. It just seems kind of like some people praying or something. Yeah. Oh, I don't even remember that one. I swear, Love is a Slap in the Place. I don't remember it. That's it. You got it. You got it. I swear I don't remember that one. Anything from Hot in the Shade is a complete blur to me, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Paul Stanley's a guitarist.
Well, Paul's a great rhythm player, and he always has a sense of groove and all that. Interesting, there's a couple of things he's played solos on. I don't know if you knew, like World Without Heroes. That's him. Okay. And Shandy. He had to show me those parts a couple nights ago. And